Hello staff, here's your first flip meeting of the flip staff meeting of the year, and so let's plan to meet in Mr. Butterfield's room on Wednesday at 7:30 and go through things. Here's the big overview, and if you've got questions we can bring them up at that time. Remember, once again, your grade book's open. Next Tuesday I'll run eligibility for the very first time. That is the third week of school. It's hard to believe it comes up so quickly. Remember, the number one complaint I get from students and parents is that grades aren't updated, that there aren't grades in there, that assignments have been turned in and they haven't been evaluated and gotten back. So those are all things that we can control. And remember too that it's important that we keep the parent communication open. And with parent communication, remember, here's my expectation, and that is, if a student is failing your class, you need to make contact with that parent. Sometimes email is not enough, especially if you do not get a response back on your email. I really expect that you give a phone call. And as always, phone calls may be better than anything else. It begins to soften that blow when the time comes that, wow, there's an issue going on and we haven't made a contact. It's like, where were you? And I just see that as part of our professional responsibility to keep that parent communication going. And then, of course, if students are doing well, sometimes a shot email, especially if they've been struggling and all of a sudden they seem to get it, is going to help. Remember, lesson plans go on the website. I know there's been some issues with that, and I know that Andy has been working with some people to rectify that. Not exactly sure where that is after the weekend, but I'll touch base with Andy again. Please get them to the website. You can also have your own website. Be sure that it's linked, though, to your name under Junior-Senior High School, teachers. Your name is there. Be sure that it's linked back to that spot. Makes it easy for everybody to find it. It's the same even if you've got your external website that you've got out there, which I know more than a few teachers do. And please leave your lesson plans up for a minimum of 4-week archives so that people can go back and find those. Attendance taking, I think we're doing a pretty good job with that. Be sure you take attendance in the first 5 minutes. Helps us know where students are supposed to be. And do it during a bell ringer, do it during a sponge activity, something like that, where the students are kind of getting to work, getting their things together. You can check out and see where they are and what they're doing. There is a new absence form. It's in the office. Please use this one. You must turn in a original colored absence form. The reason for that is that one is the one that ends up going to the bookkeeper at the end. We've added some things at the bottom. We had to find a way, Kelly Swanda and I, to track that. We think we've made a good change in the whole form for the district. It's the one that we've got right now. Anytime if you're coming to get one, if you get one out of the office, it'll be the most updated one. But I think we're where we should be right now. Just found some issues with them as we were getting started in a new process. Emergencies, our fire drill went very well. Be sure that you're also talking to your students about evacuations. Study that, post it. I'll be sure that it gets out again. Also, your bad weather areas, we'll need to have a drill soon to get into bad weather, severe. And then remember, we have two kinds of lockdowns. One is the kind where I say, lock your door, students return to your classrooms, and don't let anybody come and go, but you can still teach. The other is a full lockdown where we go into a silent mode. Means you probably have an intruder or we're worried about someone intruding. That one means lights off, get to a safe place, stop teaching, be quiet, do all of those things, and you can follow through some of the procedures that are out there. I want to say thank you to you. You were very, very flexible in the first days of school, but I think it was a good opening. Things went well. We've had some schedule changes, largely with special ed students and our new students coming in, but I think we've pretty much got things where we need to be. Just thank you for your patience, thank you for your flexibility. Things have gone well. Orders are still coming in on some supplies. There's still some co-op order stuff that isn't here yet. We're waiting. Thank you again for your patience. We do the best we can. We just have some companies now that won't go beyond a 30-day billing cycle, and so we couldn't order those until in August, and so we appreciate your support and we appreciate your assistance. I want to say thank you and a shout out to the new staff who figured out things very, very quickly. I think that's it's on two levels. One, it is the amazing staff that we have here that have taken you under their wing if they needed to, given you some assistance if you've needed it, but also the fact that you just catch on very quickly and you understand how we're going to do things here, and we certainly appreciate that. I do. It is 354 days, give or take, until the next first day of school, and I'm kind of getting tired of the Dave Friedley show on the first day, so I'm just going to give you a task, and that is I want you to start to reimagine the first day of school for next year. And I know that's hard to do, but right now, while it's firm in your mind of kind of the things that you don't like about the first day, it'd be great to start thinking about what we do in the future. And I'm open to just about anything that'll take a little bit of pressure off of what I do. I don't necessarily like it. There are some needs that we have, and always there are going to be some things I want to say. No doubt, not sure that I need to talk for 80 minutes. But part of the issue is to do that, it's kind of how we fit into that late schedule and getting the other things in. But let me know. Be thinking about that. And then the other thing that I want some feedback on, and I may not get that feedback right away for next year, but the one I do want is what's going well, what still needs attention right now. What are we not hitting on full cylinders with 6 days, 5 days into the school year? What do we need to do? And if you can help me out with that, I would appreciate it. So those are the things that I have. Thank you for a good start. It's been a great year. We will see you on Wednesday in Mr. Butterfield's room at 7:30. It should not take very long. And once again, I appreciate all that you're doing to lead the students forward as you inspire and prepare them for life. Thanks, Conestoga staff.